The Packers continuing their winning streak last night after taking on the Washington Commanders.
News 3 Now's Jason Weldy and Andrew Bandstra have the highlights, the reaction, and some injury news from Lambeau.
Under the lights of Lambeau last night, the Packers were in prime time. They opened up week 2 of the NFL season looking to get off to a 2-0 start. But first, remembered the tragedies of 9/11 with some help from the 115th Fighter Wing out of Madison in a matchup that will be remembered as the Kraft game. In the first quarter, the Pack proved pressure makes diamonds. Jordan Love leads a 96-yard touchdown drive and finishes it off firing a bullet to Romeo Doubs, digging Washington into a 7-point hole. They followed the same script in the second, another drive that started inside the 10, ends in the end zone. This time a 92-yard long haul of a drive, just setting up Josh Jacobs, who extends his franchise record, striking gold for the 11th straight game, make it 14-0 Green Bay. And how could we forget, in the fourth, Kraft tuckers out Washington's defense, adding a touchdown to his first career 100-plus yard game. The big man finished with 124 through the air as the Packers win it 27-18.
I'm expecting big things from Tuck this year, but it's just, it's one of those things that's who Tuck is every day. He comes in and puts that work in, and, in practice every day he's making those big-time plays.
He's a guy that approaches the game the right way. I can't say enough great things about Tuck, and just the growth that we've seen from him from the time he's gotten here. But it's not only on the football field, it's every facet of life, I would say, and he's a real leader for us.
And the only right way to break down another Packer win is to bring in our Packers senior writer, Jason Weldy. And Jason, last night was a whiteout. I don't think you got the memo, though.
I did not. No, I did not wear white. You did. You did a good job. But look, this was a whiteout by the defense. This is 2 weeks in a row now where they've taken on a really good NFC team, and they've made them look bad. And now we'll see if they can sustain it for another 15.
And if you just looked at the stat sheet and you just looked at the score of the game, the offense looked good, but kind of like that area at the Milwaukee airport, and sometimes they look discombobulated. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yeah, I think Jordan Love would say he needs to enter the recombobulation era so he can be a little bit more productive. But again, you can't expect perfection, right? It's an imperfect game. What they have done offensively is 2 games in a row gotten off to a fast start.
And I don't think we would have found out this news last night had it not have been for this guy right here asking Matt LaFleur directly. But Jayden Reed did break his collarbone, as he told you, and will be out for a while. We saw Kraft step up big time last night. Just how big was that game for him, and what can he do to continue unlocking this offense?
Yeah, first of all, with Reed, he is a spark plug for these guys. And he was already, as people know, playing with a Jones fracture in his foot. So if you want to look on the bright side, when you suffer an injury like this, they both can heal simultaneously, and he can be kind of that late season addition now that kind of gets them going again, because it's not always going to be perfect. They're not going 17-0. I don't want to spoiler alert. But Kraft has said he wants to be one of the best tight ends in the league, and he made a really convincing case. I'm eager to see what his ceiling is, because now we've seen his floor.
These last 5 days at Lambeau have been awesome, but the Packers are going to push the pause button on being at home, at least for the near term, another month until they're back here at Lambeau, which means that Jason and I don't get to do this again for another month, at least after a Packer game. But we can't wait for that to happen. Another big-time Packer win and another big-time post-game report from Jason Weldy. For Jason, I'm Andrew Bandstra, signing off from Lambeau Field for News 3 Sports.